think this is the beginning and the end of the episode. Violations of the Mann Act and I think prostitution.
Yeah, I think that is the Mann Act. Like,
hey, man, the
sexual
last episode,
traffic.
Where was that guy from, that juror? Because if he's Indian, that's a bad fucking look for us.
What happened?
He's like, he said, they're asking the juror, 2 jurors are willing to come forward, and one of them has an accent. I can't tell, it might be Indian, but he's like, yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like it was him and Cassie. It was just a hot and cold relationship. You know what I mean? They just loved each other. You know, you're seeing these text messages. I don't know. Sure, it's not consensual, but then, you know, he's beating her up, but then she said she loves him.
Sometimes the internet has a hard time understanding unconventional relationships. Okay? They jump to conclusions about certain things. Okay? Diddy, Cassie, other people, maybe on his podcast. You don't know anything.
Dude, jury selection must
Can
have
you
been
not
fire.
compare?
Sorry, exactly. You're Cassie. You are 100% Cassie.
Oh, man.
I will say the hotel room you're getting dragged through is much more expensive than a fucking Motel 6 or whatever she was getting ripped through.
So that was crazy. You got her at an Intercontinental?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
You got to take her to a place
billionaire.
where guys are also beating their wives, so it doesn't seem that
So it blends in with the
dissimilar.
sound.
Exactly.
But also, I heard he would pay for the floor he's on, above him and below.
You can't rent out the 3 floors of the 4 Seasons, but
Yeah.
you can do that. You know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, when I'm watching that video every time, I'm like, take the stairs, dude. What are you doing taking the elevator?
Yeah, it's like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Right, leave the
Yeah.
shoes. You don't need your shoes. Run.
Yeah.
And then he's just lurking in the towel. Yeah, shit is crazy.
Guys, let's take a break real quick so we can
Oh my God, did that Akaash's wife Jasleen do a number on him? He is miserable. He is broken. He can't take this. My God, he's bringing down the energy of the entire podcast. So Andrew Schulz is still making the jokes, even though he is kind of still being light with it. But you can tell this entire episode, Akaash is just broken. He's broken going forward. Look, I knew it was going to affect his stand-up comedy, his wife humiliating him and embarrassing him, especially since, like, he does a lot of crowd work. He goes after hecklers, sort of his thing. And he calls people out, but now that's all going to change because they're just going to, any response back to him is just going to be going after him saying, look at what your wife did to you. But it's affecting him even on the podcast, even a week removed. So that's how you know their little attempt at, righting the ship didn't completely go. I mean, for Andrew it did. For the other guys it did. But for Akaash, no. And by the way, his wife is going to continue. Unless they really are going to try and stop her. That's what Schulz said. And I kind of don't like how on the podcast with Akaash, Schulz was, bringing stuff up, addressing it, but, walking light around it. But then he went on the podcast with Charlemagne, Brilliant Idiots, and said how he really felt. And one of the things he said is, we need to get Akaash's wife off the internet. So I wonder if that plan is now in full effect somehow, as it should be, because if she plans on continuously going live, which she might be doing, then she's going to continue humiliating him. Not just with the TikToks, but that stupid podcast she's doing with the other chick where they're both Indians, but they speak like they're Valley girls. And they're like, oh my God, what if whatever girlfriend? It's annoying. So is she going to keep going on there, running her mouth, messing up the bag? I think so, because Akaash still looks broken, man. His eyes, man, there's a lot of sadness, a lot of pain behind those eyes. Lifeless eyes, like a doll's eyes. But I didn't think that the podcast would be this much affected going forward. It was dumb to have her on. That's the thing. It was dumb to have her on because everything was addressed, but it was handled with kid gloves. So going forward, I don't know, Akash, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's always now going to be awkward. I'm shocked that that podcast that they did wasn't even that highly viewed, which tells me a lot of the damage was already done before they even got to that podcast. They might have did a thing where they took too late to address it. Because remember, this whole Akash thing has been literally happening for over a month. They might have addressed it too late. He shouldn't have taken that week off when he was ducking and hiding. He should have just went on, maybe did the same thing, but it would have sailed better. I think the damage had already been done to where they did that. Even though it was technically a flop of a podcast, not that many people saw it, relatively speaking, because I guess a lot of people were already done with the drama by that point because it had been so long since it had been addressed. And then when he came back and actually addressed it, I think it was pretty much what people had expected it was going to end up being. Just, they have his wife on. She still lied and humiliated him, though, which is extremely funny. Still lied, humiliated him, said she didn't remember his birthday. Oh, no, she said she had to pretend to like him on his birthday or something. It was like, damn, dog, she's pulling away from you. None of this would even be that bad if he wasn't out there boasting about his wife and his relationship and they were virgins. It's like, come on, dude. You yourself don't believe it. But going forward, is this just what it's going to be? Is he that broken? It must still be affecting him hard, but you would think, like I said, this originally happened a while ago. So it looks like poor little Akaash is just broken forever. My God, she broke this man's spirit. She broke his spirit, and now friggin' he's sitting there just moping on the couch while everybody else is having fun, and Akaash is just sitting there humiliated like the simp that he is. Truly sad, truly pathetic. I don't know. Get in line, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.